Короче, всем привет, ребята! Сегодня начнем проходить Call of Juarez Gunslinger. Если бы не ее крайне положительные отзывы, так бы я ее не купил. Но, как вы понимаете, у нее очень положительная. Поэтому начинаем игру. История аркад-дуэли, естественно, история обычная.
Don't I know you, sir?
Don't believe so. I haven't been here in many years. Name's Silas Greaves.
Silas Greaves? The bounty hunter?
Used to be.
Well, what are you doing here in Abilene?
Just passing through. Got a little business to take care of.
Well, sir, it would be an honor if you would allow me to buy you a beer.
Hell, son, it would be my honor to drink it.
I'm Molly. Howdy.
I'm Dwight. That's Jack and Steve. Ben's behind the bar. Oh, I bet you got some great stories.
A couple.
Any of them true?
Jack, be nice.
A few.
What about your shootout with Henry Plummer's gang in Bannock, Montana? Is that where you started as a bounty hunter? That's what it says in this here dime novel.
Don't believe everything you read in them dime novels, boy. First man I hunted was back when I was riding with Billy the Kid.
You knew Billy the Kid?
Damn right. That scrawny son of a bitch had no fear. Wouldn't back down for nobody.
I heard he collected the 10 stars off any crooked lawmen who crossed him.
It was a war, boy. The Lincoln County War. And Billy promised his regulators would take the life of every bastard who helped bushwhack John Tunstall.
Kid had a big chip on his shoulder and a hair-trigger temper. Made him dangerous as hell. It was about 30 years ago. Billy was hiding out in an abandoned farm near Stinking Springs. I threw in with the kid because the man I had sworn vengeance on was riding with Billy's enemies.
Мы играем.
But before I tell you why I want that sumbitch dead, let me tell you what happened that day. I was heading back to the hideout when suddenly I had this.
Я прогуляюсь просто, посмотрю, что сзади.
No, Steve.
Ой-ой.
The other kind of funny.
Ну, графика, конечно. Вроде 2013 года игра, хотя... Возможно, такой стиль просто.
Stay here and keep an eye on the road.
That's not fair. We're missing all the fun.
I knew those two morons would never let me through. I had no choice.
Who's that? Is he with us?
Как сесть?
Think you can kill me too?
Стрелочка вообще бешеная, но я понял.
Was it Pat Garrett's posse?
Oh, yeah. I heard the shots and I knew I had to move fast. Garrett and his army of deputies had surrounded the entire homestead. I decided to help Billy and the boys out a bit. So that's just what I did.
Да прям можно Ладно. Я думал, прям с горки на равнине стрелять можно, а меня расстреливают просто так. Да где?
As the governor of New Mexico was paying for the kid's apprehension, Garrett was able to hire every gun hand in Lincoln County.
Могу тебя бить руками? Ой, извини. Понятно.
I knew that going through that front door meant putting my butt in a shooting gallery, so I decided to get sneaky.
Война в графстве Линкольн является одним из самых знаменитых примеров так называемых войн за угодья, которые вспыхивали на Диком Западе, обычно вокруг прав на свободное угодье. Обычно разногласия возникли по поводу прав на землю или воду, но тут речь шла о торговле в графстве Линкольн. Раздор возник из-за конфликта интересов между фракцией Мерфи и Долана и новоприбывшим англичанином Джоном Танстеллом при поддержке Александра Максвина. Обе стороны ради продвижения своих интересов прибегли к помощи юристов-предпринимателей и преступных организаций. Мерфи и Долан имели связи с бандой Джесси и Венса, и известные как парни. Последние были ответственны за смерть Танстела, что стало сильнейшим катализатором конфликта. На другой стороне сражались регуляторы, в составе которых входил Уильям Бойнани, известный как Билли Кид. Стрелки по обе стороны были поверенными разных шерифов. Поэтому формально все они до некоторой степени действовали законно. После сражения регуляторов некоторые из членов банды подались в бега, и, как, например, Билли Кид, встретили преждевременную и насильственную смерть. Это записки типа, я так понял, да? Наверное. Ну, секрет, записка. Теперь у вас есть 1 очко навыка. Перейдите в одну из 3 категорий и приобретите крайне левый навык. Понял. Если что, про вора мы еще не закончили. У меня вот 2 прохождения по пути, и вор, и вот эта игра. На всякий случай говорю. По револьверу в каждой руке возьмите 2 револьвера и устройте им ад. Имея с собой револьвер, нажмите прокрутка вверх или 3, чтобы взять по стволу в каждую. Оу.
Men were running around like a bunch of chickens with their heads cut off.
Ой. Есть.
Still, one of them reached the water tower. Not a bad idea.
Уворачивайтесь от пули, используя А, чтобы отклониться влево и... Да-да-да, я понял.
Luckily, these shooters Garrett hired weren't the sharpest tools in the shed. The right position is very important. Personally, I prefer to be on top.
Oh, you do you?
А чё лучше? Не знаю.
But where was I? Oh, yeah. A lot of them were saddle tramps or sod busters or drunken drifters looking to make a few bucks.
Где? Откуда?
Someone shoot that bastard! Come out, you yellow bastard! You ain't going nowhere!
Then, I heard a friendly voice yelling at me from the window. Back door! We'll cover you!
Try aiming, you kid! Watch your flank!
Truth be told, things weren't much better behind the house. I cut their numbers in half, but that just made the ones that were left twice as mad.
Когда стреляют, у них какой-то дым появляется, и еле это... Увидишь их. Опа.
They made up for their lack of skill with a seemingly endless supply of ammo. It was a bit of a slog, but I finally fought my way around the back of the house. And like that, I was inside, none the worse for wear. I passed Dirty Dave.
Deader than a rat in a trap!
Поможем ему немножко. Вот так вот.
Huh? You like that?
And upstairs, I found Billy and Charlie Beaudry. Billy looked at me and said, "About time, amigo. Grab a gun and get to the window."
Wait, so you were friends with Billy the Kid?
Yeah, sort of. Anyway, we
Aw.
were surrounded by dozens of deputized shooters who wanted to do us harm. I'm telling you, Garrett's men were dropping like flies, but they just kept on coming.
Как спрятаться? А, понял.
That's when Charlie got hit. "They're catching us in a crossfire," shouted Billy. "Get to the other side." markers I personally put down, it was pretty clear, even to Billy, that maybe discretion was the better part of valor.
What's that mean?
It means that it was time to cut and run. They got a Gatling, Billy shouted. Get the horses.
Я не читаю, что они говорят там, но надеюсь, не пропускаю что-то важное.
Why the hell do I have to do it? But I went anyway. Dumbass that I was back then. Many would have fled in my place. But I had that false sense of invincibility that many young men have. Like Jack here.
What are you saying, old man?
Jack is just Joshua.
Yeah, he better be.
Mr. Greaves, please continue.
Please, call me Silas, ma'am. Now,
Ты кто?
where was I?
You were heading for the barn.
Making my way past a passel of fallen clothes.
Sounds like Garrett hired a whole regiment of hired guns.
Yeah, and just when I thought I was done with them, more of these hapless bastards would pop up. Finally, I had the stables within my reach.
А где? А,
And that's when I met Sheriff Pat Garrett.
I read that you went toe-to-toe with him, sir. That backstabbing bastard with that tacked-on tin star.
более долгая комбо. Не выходите из своего убийственного безумия так быстро, ваш счетчик комбо будет возможность носить больше патронов для револьвера. Но это, конечно же, нам понадобится.
You challenged him to a showdown.
You read that in a dime novel?
It said he showed no fear as he took your measure with eyes like a rattlesnake. And that you killed him in a fair fight.
Is that what that Penny Dreadful said? No, boy. That ain't what I meant when I said I met Pat Garrett. So let me start again. I finally reached those damn stables. And stepped inside, and last thing I heard was Garrett's voice. That's not Billy.
And go on. How did it end?
And, boy, that was just the beginning.
Я могу выйти? Я не могу выйти. Тогда продолжаем.
So what happened? Did Garrett arrest you?
Yeah, after I came to, bastard had clocked me with his Colt.
And the kid surrendered?
When he realized there was no getting out of there alive,
So they locked you up in Lincoln?
indeed they did. Sentenced me to hang right along with the kid. It's important to know that I was only riding with Billy so I could find the bastard I was after.
Все, пока что мы прошли, получается, один уровень. Походу, тут игра разделена на уровни, поэтому всем спасибо за просмотр. Ставьте лайки, подписывайтесь на канал, оставляйте комментарии. Вы не можете, точно. Поэтому заходите в описание, подписывайтесь на мой телеграм-канал, на него там ссылка в описании. Да, я все сказал. Все, всем пока.